So we came up onto this flat roof and I noticed there was a bunch of wires sticking out of the soffit. And when you look, the raccoon has been going in and out. It's very dirty. The metal's peeled back, and then she has actually torn away all of the casings around the wires and the pipe. So this would have gone all the way up to the top of these pipes, but she's torn that all the way, just coming in and out probably and chewing away at her entry hole. And the customer hasn't been hearing anything, but we're going to go inside because it is baby season and we've been seeing babies on every single job. And when you come over here, there's a ton of raccoon feces, and the customer must have not been opening this window curtain because they would have seen all this poop that she's just been leaving up here. So let's head inside and see what we're dealing with. The homeowner has been seeing all this insulation fall down in their closet because the raccoon has been chewing on the top of the attic hatch, just having fun. They love the styrofoam. A lot of poop everywhere. There's another spot down here I have to go into with a lot of poop in front of it. I hear them.
Can I give them the microphone?
Yeah, I'm going with them. You're okay to put some pressure on the drywall.
She's on the baby, so just get her off.
Here, behind you. We made it through, and the mom is in that far corner. We should keep going, Spencer. We're headed down. Make sure she doesn't move a baby. I think they're under her. Let's just make some noise. Let's go, Mom. Go, go, go. Okay, head over there. Because she's moving. Let me come. On, baby. So she went into the soffit there to grab the little guys. Quiet, 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 quiet. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, and just double check that you got them all. You know, show the spot she was in. It's okay, guys. So she was just in this corner, and you can see she pushed away the insulation to lie right on the drywall on the left there. And that's exactly where two of the babies were, and then when she moved, she probably pulled the other two that were on the right. We got a little bundle of baby raccoons, and they're a bit over, I hear the mom moving. They're a bit over a week because they're full bellies. I can feel they're a little bit bigger. So we're gonna put them in the baby bag. And it's funny because the customer was saying he didn't hear a single thing. And these four guys were in here with Mom. And they're pretty big, so they've been at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Let's put them in our bag and head out. We're like rock climbing. Holy moly. Nope. Okay. This is crazy. This is the area we came from. I'm gonna pass you on through. Oh. 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 Holy moly. Went well at least. Mom moved quick. And we got 4 babies. That was tough to get down. All for these little guys. They're full bellies. You can see they're a bit older, a bit bigger. I'm gonna take you outside. So when we're in here, the reason we went down that middle column, because there's so much raccoon feces here, and it's very dangerous if you were to come in contact with it. And then ingest it is what happens, but it's called Bayless, and it can lead to death. So if you're ever close to it, you have to make sure that you have a mask and gloves and you're taking all the precautions and not just cleaning it up with anything that you're going to be using again. You have to throw away everything you touch it with. But we avoided it. Thankfully there was one that we could get through. Okay, so we're gonna head outside now. Mom's still down there. I don't know which direction we're in for where her entry hole is, but maybe she'll come out while we're out there and grab one of her babies. So let's go on out.
What do you do with them?
So
Back to the mother.
yeah, we give them back to the mom. So we're going to put them on the roof, that flat roof up there, in one of our heated boxes to keep them warm. She'll probably come out later today or tonight, and then she'll take them one by one to another den site that she has set up.
We told them there's some empty houses up front. You can leave
Yeah.
them outdoors, and right
Yeah.
there.
This house
There's all kinds of zombie houses here.
But this house is being built and nobody's been there for months.
Oh, really?
Get over there.
Yeah. They usually set up multiple den sites so they know exactly where they're headed. Just in case a predator were to come along, they know. I'm just plugging in our extension cord for the heating pad for the babies. And that attic was pretty crazy to climb through. We had to basically climb into a whole nother section of the attic to get to where Mom was with her babies. It's like a jungle gym, but we got them. Mom got off the babies pretty quick, so she wasn't really standing her ground. But she has 4 pretty decent sized babies. They're all very healthy. You can see their bellies are all very full, which is good to see, because we've been seeing a lot of newborn babies where they're just fresh and they haven't been with Mom long, but these guys are approaching 2 weeks because they're a little bit bigger. And they grow pretty quick, because by 21 days their eyes will be open and they'll be a lot more alert and moving around. And they're very cool. One more little guy in here. So we'll place these in our box for Mom. We'll get to see her come out of her entry hole, which is actually pretty small. She looked pretty big in the attic, but the holes that they can squeeze through are pretty surprising. So they'll be nice and warm in here. We love seeing our clear box. You can see Mom when she actually goes in to get her babies. And we're going to place it right over by the entry hole. When she comes out, she won't miss them. So this is where she comes out up here. She'll come down and her babies will be right here. And she'll actually see them because it's the clear box, which I like. So we'll have our Reolink camera set up and see what happens once we're gone and later tonight. As you can see, we decided to switch the box to our white standard box after that clip was filmed. The reason being, the animals are on a flat roof and very exposed, so we wanted the mother to feel a lot more comfortable. And then also the weather, it was a bit sunny later in that day, and we didn't want the clear box getting too much heat in it. But here is the mother going to get her babies. She's opening up the door. She was hearing them cry. And she definitely sees them and pulling one out right now. She's just grabbing her baby, kind of trying to figure out if she could get back in the attic. So her hole is over to the right, which you'll see her head over to, and it's up high on the soffit. So she was seeing if there was any way of her getting back into the attic right there, which there wasn't, because we had our one-way door on there, which she came out of, and we also had our screen in place. So there was no possible way for her to get back inside. She has her baby there. And it's interesting to see how she would prefer to carry her baby while she figures all this out, rather than leaving the baby in the box while she tries to find a way in. But now that she's found the baby, she'd like to stay with it. And she's very careful. If she puts him down, she's not leaving him on that roof. She has her paw on him at all times, making sure he's safe. And they are just so maternal, it's amazing. And there she is, about an hour and a half later, coming out again. We did find after observing her that every time she wanted to get comfortable, she would take a baby out, turn around, and go back in. I think it was just too tight in there for her to reposition without doing that. So it was interesting that she actually did a full spin around and then would go back in and get comfortable again. So what you just saw was actually a male raccoon that was trying to come up and bother the mother, and she just chased him off the roof immediately, did not let him get anywhere near her babies as she should, and that was the male raccoon quickly running down the tree and landing on our camera because she had chased him off. So as you've probably noticed, the mother raccoon had decided to stay in our box. She did not move her babies like a lot of them do on the first night. She decided that this was where she was going to stay, and she has her babies safe on this flat roof, which was fine with us. We always allow mother raccoons to stay in the box if they need to. Doesn't mean they don't have an alternate den site. Maybe they just prefer it, or they're not ready to move from the area yet. So we allow them to do what they'd like to do, but for the most part, mother raccoons are moving them on that very first night, like you see in a lot of our jobs and videos. And there she is climbing back up to her entry hole on the right, again, just seeing if she can get back in. This is just her sleeping. Obviously the box is very small for her and her babies, so she just hung her head out, had a nice breeze while she was getting a nap during the day. Okay, it has been about 4 or 5 days since we did this job. I think it was last Thursday, and it is now Tuesday. And as you've seen, the mother actually moved into our box, which is fine. We allow them to do that. And she has her babies in there. And it looks like there's been a male bothering her throughout the weekend, because sometimes he'll come by and she'll chase him down, which was really cool footage. But right now we're just setting up the ladder. We're going to check on the box. We are going to unplug the heating pad because we do want her to try to find a new den, because the homeowner does need to get those wires fixed. So we're going to head up and we'll see how she is up there. So we're just unplugging the extension cord so the heating pad won't be on anymore, and we're going to head up and see what Mom is doing. We've seen her on the camera. She can probably hear us, but for some reason she hasn't come out yet. There we go.
Okay,
Hi, Mom.
It's okay.
You were late.
Why don't you give her a baby?
Here, hey, Mom.
Go film her.
We don't really want her coming back up. It'd be better to give her one on the ground.
Where'd she go?
Oh, over there.
Lost you.
Maybe she'll come back. Oh, he's been nursing because
Filming her? Go away.
his tongue. Look, she's over there. We disturbed.
Might be enough.
Okay. They feel like their bellies are more full than last day.
I bet. Look at you.
So Mom's been taking care of them in the box, which is perfect. It's good when you can reunite them, even if it's in our box for a couple days. So we're just gonna move them to the side right now so we can work, and then we will leave them here for her again. Hope that she moves them out tonight after we've been here and kind of disturbed her. So we would have allowed Mom to just stay here as long as she wanted, and we'd love to do that, but the homeowner does need to get all of this fixed. You can see the wires are completely torn. He has someone coming to fix this, and it's connected to his AC unit, so who knows what those wires for, so he needs people coming in to fix it. But we are going to do our best without forcing her to leave, just disturb her up here like we just did, to see if she'll take the babies and relocate them tonight to her next den site. She just really liked our box, so she stayed for the weekend, which is fine. And it was cool to see her come in and out and see the interaction with the male in the meantime. But we'll get this closed, and then leave the box where it was and see if Mom will move them. So we moved the box just slightly so that our camera could face this way and we could see her climbing over the edge. Add another Reolink camera inside, which would be really cool to see her come back in, grab a baby, and take them. Hopefully, if she moves in, she's just gonna sit on our camera, but eventually when she takes the babies, that'll be pretty cool. So we're just grabbing that, we'll set that up, and then we'll see what happens once we leave. My guess is that she's going to come back very soon, go in and sleep, and then maybe relocate them tonight. She's not gonna do it midday, it's like 10 a.m. right now, so she's not doing that, but we'll see what happens. Mom. It's okay. It's okay, Mom. Wanna go down? You can see your babies. So we're here to attach a solar panel to our camera just to make sure that we can continue monitoring this job. Mom has been living here for, I think it's been 2 weeks. So they were about 1 week old when we removed them, and now they are about 3 weeks old and they are much bigger. Their bellies are full. His eyes aren't open yet because they don't open 21 days, but Mom just likes our box and we're gonna let her continue to live here. We'll continue to monitor. And then now that we've been here, it's a potential that she could move them tonight, but she didn't last time we were here, so maybe she'll stay and we'll get to see them a bit bigger coming out of the box. But eventually they will be too big for them to live in this box with her. It's just too small. So when we first came up, Mom heard us and then she ran off the roof and down the tree and then across the lawn like she did the last time. So we're gonna leave the babies here for her. Our camera will capture her coming back. Last time it wasn't till nighttime, which makes sense. But then she will return and either go in with them and just sleep with them, or she will take them off the roof. So we'll see what happens. This was the day that the mother raccoon finally decided to take her babies off the roof. The reason we were there that day was actually to film with City News for a news piece about animals and wildlife during spring. So we were there with Audra Brown. She was able to film the babies in the box. We got to see Mom going off the roof, and they put together a news piece for us back in the spring. And since that is the third time that we had been by, maybe the mother raccoon finally decided it was time to find an alternate den site. So the next few clips will be the mother taking her babies out of the box and off the roof to their next den site.